At the top, 1 for 38, very economical. It was Mohammad Shami with the wickets. Ishant Sharma and Jadeja were the other wicket takers. Join us after the break for the run chase. India needed 293 to win.
Good delivery, very good delivery. Southee focusing on the off stump.
And a gap. Got an awkward bounce, Nathan McCullum. He may just have got half a hand on it to stop it going through to the fence, but good start for Dhawan. Close-ish, close-ish. Derek Walker says no.
Did he get a bit of bat on it? That is what they seem to be asking the umpire. He is hit on the top of the pads. No. It's pretty certain because he was quick to deny the bowler.
Oh, through him. That's a good over and a shot of frustration there. The bullying starts, 11 for none. Full shot, should be out, is out! Straight down the throat, and Sharma's frustration has ended pretty early today. The bouncer, he could not keep it down. And McClenaghan strikes again.
And the fielder perfectly placed this time around. Didn't have to move an inch, right in his midriff. So Rohit Sharma finds a fielder. McClenaghan is very, very happy because he's given him a hard time. Look at that, 23 balls for his 3. And India have lost their first wicket for 15. Look at the timing. Beautifully timed. This is not exactly the quickest of outfields, not like an Indian outfield. But look at the way the ball has sped to the boundary.
Folks, this is a perfect cover drive. Perfect cover drive. Replay that 10 times over, batting coaches, to your young chargers. Never hit it. Right out of the middle of the bat. Down on one knee in complete control. Oh, gee, that's a good shot. Some perfect position.
Well, that's beautifully timed. Into position so quickly. And already he's hit a couple of boundaries.
Yeah, they don't have any issues nowadays. Most of these top Indian players, Suresh Raina may be the exception. But for the most part, they all play the short ball well. They're used to it. Don't mind playing the hook shot, the pull shot, and Virat Kohli in particular.
Yeah, I thought he'd try him again with the short ball. Well, he's had a bit to say, McClenaghan. Not for the first time.
Virat Kohli is not shy of a word either. He fires up. We've seen plenty of it. It's big to do, big spat during the IPL last year with Gautam Gambhir. Almost had to be separated on the field. It was terrific stuff. Feisty.
Oh, he's fallen over, McClenaghan. He's putting a bit of effort in. Look at that, 143. He really is giving it something.
Yeah, it's good pace. That one quickest of the over. So Virat Kohli, Shikhar Dhawan, Ajinkya Rahane, they're the modern day Indian cricketers. They're feisty characters. They have a word.
Well, in the case of this bloke, he can back it up with actions. And there's another boundary. noticeable. McClenaghan doesn't bother to have a word this time. Oh, that's glorious. You don't see many better cover drives than that. Somehow, it always looks better when it's done by a left-hander.
Yeah, it was always the case because there were so few of them, I think, in this boat, that it just looked different, didn't it? There are a lot more now around the world, but this is exquisite. And it's a favoured option of Shikhar Dhawan in particular.
Yes, he just holds the pose. Took a long time for the first boundary. I think it might have been the 5th or 6th over, but they have upped the tempo big time here. Oh, just over the top. Might have got a fingertip to it. And it's going to pull up short. And they'll get a couple. I think it did hit the fingertips.
Yeah, Corey Anderson, I think it is. He's tried to control it, and it did get the fingertips.
Oh, it's away for 4. Gee whiz.
I don't know whether we need to say any more about that in this boat. It's a forward defence.
Yeah. Nice shot, beautifully played. It was just a mere push, and it's raced off to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, and the quicker it comes down. That one's 153.5. So that's the quickest one we've seen from him, I think. The one 153.1 or 2, I think, in the in the 2020 game at Eden Park. So that's the quickest delivery we've seen from Milne, but it's gone back off Kohli's bat just as quick. So that just emphasises the point. Pace is not everything if you don't get your length and your line right.
Oh, yeah, little jab.
It's in the air, straight up, and a simple catch to Taylor. Well, the man with the golden arm, Corey Anderson, has done it. He's broken the partnership. He's picked up the big wicket of Shikhar Dhawan, who's gone back for a pull shot, and he ended up getting done for speed and a little bit of height. Got cramped, banged in hard by Anderson. Good energy, and it got high. No control at all, came off the stickers, and as comfortable catch as you'll get for Ross Taylor. And Anderson's pumped. That's a big blow for New Zealand, important wicket. Darwin on the way for a well-made 32. India 73 for 2. There's an opportunity. Oh, what a catch! Nathan McCullum stuck out his right hand, and it's stuck, and Corey Anderson makes the breakthrough again. Oh, how good a catch is this? This is superb from Nathan McCullum. It always looked like it was just going to be out of his reach. Cross-seamer again from Anderson. Threw the shot too early as Rahane. McCullum puts on the dive about there. Sticks in the right hand. That is brilliant. That is outstanding. That is joy for Anderson. He salutes the crowd. What a take that is. That is brilliant fielding. Rahane, a short stay for him. Gone for 7. India 84 for 3.
That was interesting. That did climb, and he was lucky, Reiner. Very lucky. Here's Nathan McCullum. Oh, that's a good shot. Up and over. Kohli on the charge.
A lovely use of the feet. Mid-off is up inside the circle. First ball of the over. The bowler least expects it. He's trying to get the over off to a good start.
50 for Virat Kohli. Just a little appetizer. It could be a very, very good watching 5 weeks. A masterclass so far. Now then, just square and arm. Gee whiz, Gupta was after it. New Zealand thought for half a second. half a second, he might have just about misplaced one. Ryder plays it well. They'll run away for 4. Bad finish from New Zealand's point of view, and India are looking good again. 128 for 3. Can't control that. Is out, what a catch! Oh, Tim Southee, how beautifully judged. And Milne has done it with the bouncer. Mark that one down. That's a future tactic as well. Today it's been pulled off beautifully.
Yeah, we talked about the short ball and Suresh Raina. He cannot control it. He's been working so hard. He's tried to paddle it down, but the thing about that ball was Milne got the height right. It was above the eyes. And a terrific catch from Tim Southee. Milne's picked one up. Suresh Raina goes for 18. It's 129 for 4.
Oh, what about the control here? It wasn't there, it didn't carry, there was no timing. McClenaghan a long way short of him.
Look at that running between the wickets. That's what I was saying. They're brilliant at that. Converting 1 into 2. 137 for 4.
Oh, lovely shot. Beautifully timed.
Oh, that is a cracker of a shot. Now, Milne is quick. Yet, look at the time Mahendra Singh Dhoni had in playing that shot.
Oh, played a missed. I suspect try to run it down too. There is a third man in place, so it's only a single at best.
And there's a slip in position as well. That's an area where Dhoni has been susceptible, particularly overseas, where he tends to fish at deliveries around the off stump.
And there's a signal immediately. Oh, he's hit directly. They want to run a second, but when they do, they'll go back and check. We'll try at the other end for a run out as well. Now, let's have a look.
Well, Kohli seemed to be confident because he called the skipper for a second run. They're both very quick between the wickets, but whenever there's a direct hit, there's a very good chance of it going in favour of the fielding team. Now he's inside, I think. Close. I think he might be inside. Let's get a clearer view. This is the thing. When do the bails come off? When the bat is on the line or beyond the line? Not out.
Boy, that was a near thing. Oh, that's a good shot. That's over the infield. A couple of bounces and 4 runs. And that's what India have been looking for.
And that's what they need in the next few overs to try and bring that asking weight down. Length ball bowled. That is what batsmen are looking for when the fielders are in the 30-yard circle at mid-off and mid-on, because then they can get under it and head it over the infield.
Oh, crunching shot. Beautiful. Over the top. And clear of the fieldsman. And over the boundary for 4 more.
Another wonderful shot from this young man.
Oh, bang through the air, 3 for 4. Was in the air and wasn't far away from Ross Taylor. In the air, high in the air into the black sky. He's going back as Jesse Ryder. Doesn't get a hand on it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Was not easy running backwards, and in the end, Ryder couldn't get a hand on it. No, got lost in the night sky. Went very, very high. Went above the lights. Ryder was running back. I thought there may be a chance. The guy on the cover boundary could have run in and called over Ryder. Length, It's a mistake by Kohli, straight up the air. Just didn't even pick it up. That is not an easy catch at this time of night, but you need to take it when they're given.
He looked like he was under it and was comfortable, and it just went away from him. Never easy at night with a black sky. Depth perception is very difficult. Wow, what a blow that is for New Zealand. How big a play is that going to be? Virat Kohli, Southee first ball, has created something. New Zealand not good enough to make the most of it. Slip goes into play. Ross Taylor in it. Second slip for MS Dhoni. Just moving third man a touch wider. Pulled away by Dhoni. Plenty of space out there. How good's the timing? Yep, the timing's great. Even Martin Guptill can't run it down. Another boundary for Dhoni. India on the march. Oh, look at that for a cover drive. Look at that for class. Nathan McCullum tries valiantly. He can't stop it. What a 100 from Virat Kohli. What a way to bring it up. What a masterclass it's been. It's One Day International 100, number 18. And it has been all class from this talented right-hander. Oh, bang goes Dhoni. Has it gone all the way? Yes, it has. Sheer power from the Indian skipper. In the air, it's gone flat, and it's gone hard, and it's gone long, and it's gone all the way for 6.
That's just straight confidence and arrogance.
Oh, is it the helmet? Oh, what a catch. Is there some glove there? He's walking off. He's walking off. Dhoni's gone. McClenaghan's done it. What a catch from Ronke. Had some ground to make. That is an absolute beauty.
Well, the plan was to go short, but you've got to execute it. It rushed onto Dhoni, hit the gloves and onto the helmet and bounced. Ronke had to make ground, and he did. Great catch. Just what New Zealand needed. McClenaghan celebrates. He's got what a skipper wanted. It's time to stand up, and he's saying, I'm going to do it. MS Dhoni's departs for 40. India 2-2, 4 for 5.
Oh, goes past the outside edge. Wow. That's what Brendan McCullum was after.
Yeah, the key that Brendan McCullum will want his bowlers and his fielders to do is bowl as many balls as they can with Jadeja. Keep Kohli off strike. Build up the pressure on him. Because the more balls they bowl at the new batter, it keeps the form batter off strike. It gets frustrated. And that can bring about another wicket.
Action taken! 2 in the over. McClenaghan's done it again. What a delivery. Jadeja finds the outside edge and he's gone. New Zealand pick up 2. Bang, bang, and they're back in this match.
Well, we talked about needing to stand up. Well, he's done that. Back of a length, just an outside edge. Ronke takes a simple catch. But New Zealand will start believing now. McClenaghan stood up. He's done what a skipper wanted. He's got New Zealand back in the game. Jadeja, he didn't trouble the scorers. India now 2-2-4 for 6.
Nathan McCullum to continue. Bang goes Kohli. Has he got it all? You betcha. You betcha. That's gone all the way for 6. What a reply from this right-hander.
One bounce, the wrists absolutely magnificent, and the composure.
Well, he can play the same ball on the offside. That is the time he'll use the top hand, but when he sees that there is no protection for the field bowler in the deep, he will use the bottom hand to hit that ball from outside the off stump to deep mid-wicket. That is the reason why he's so hard to contain. Now, the same kind of delivery, he can drive through the covers, and we saw that as he was nearing his 100, the lovely drives that he played through the covers. Now, when the ball's angled into him, he's used the bottom hand for that boundary.
He's got to hit him on the toe. He's got to get full, so he can only get 1. He tried, and he's out. Oh, he's out, the bonus wicket. McClenaghan just keeps taking them. And Ryder as nonchalant as you like. He had a half chance earlier. He didn't let that one go begging, and Kohli's on his way.
Well, a full toss. And he hit it straight to that fielder. Maybe 5 yards either way, and he would have got runs, if not a boundary, but straight, absolutely straight to the fielder. India has been finding fielders with a regularity. We saw that with Rohit Sharma, and now we see that with Virat Kohli.
Up, over, and 4. Here's a chance. Here's a chance. Must be close. They think they've got him.
Well, Bhuvneshwar Kumar has half started walking towards the changing room before he's turned round and walked towards Ashwin. He's not the quickest between the wickets. And you can see that out by a fair distance. Out by a fair distance. There really was no run in it. But the pressure getting to Ashwin, calling him for a run which simply wasn't there. Bhuvneshwar Kumar run out 6, 244 for 8.
Oh, got it. He's got him big too. That's massive. Oh, unbelievable shot at this time. Dangerous man. Straight up. Straight up. Who's under this one? Oh, it's down. It's down. It's down. McCullum. Was it Southey's? Was it Southey's catch? Did he hear a call? Obviously not, because it seemed to hang for a long time. Was the man coming in the better option? In any case, it's down. Yep, McCullum not sure. Not sure about that at all. Still 2 a ball. Ashwin back on strike. This time surely. Southey, he's pulled off another one in the deep. Another diving effort. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant stuff.
Well, he's taken some tremendous catches. The first one was a pretty simple one. Rohit Sharma right in his midriff. Then he took a super catch of Suresh Raina. And once again, well, he picked it up late. Might have picked it up late in the background of the crowd. But covering ground very, very nicely. And another tremendous catch by the New Zealanders. 12 to Ashwin, 259 for 9.
Oh, nicely whipped away. And he's hit a gap. Shami.
Oh, that's a terrific shot.
Oh, he's done it. A cracking Yorker to seal the deal, and New Zealand go 1-0 up in the series. What a performance. They have hung tough when they were asked to at crucial times.
Great game of cricket. India falling just 24 runs short, and that innings of 123. Splendid stuff from Virat Kohli, but it wasn't enough. Let's hear from the captains and the man of the match at the presentation.
Captain MS, you won the toss, selected to bowl first. Let's talk about that first. How did you feel?
Well, I think overall it was a good decision. Of course, it had to be backed by good bowling. I think the first 3 or 4 overs we didn't bowl that well, but after that we came well back into the game. I think spinners also they bowl the right way. At times outside the subcontinent, it's very important to mix up the pace. Don't rely too much on beating the batsman in the flight or getting a lot of turn. It won't happen, more often than not. So I felt the bowlers did their job, restricting them under 300 odd runs on a good wicket. So I think it was a good decision.
Brendan, a terrific performance from your guys tonight. Putting runs on the board first, did you feel you had enough at half-time?
I thought we had par score, to be honest. I thought the way that India bowled at the end there restricted us from that 300-plus total. So we were pretty comfortable at half-time with the par score, but we knew we were going to have to bowl and field well. Virat's innings was world-class again and showed why he's one of the best players in the world, and we sort of knew that we had to get him out if we were serious about winning that game at the end, and thankfully Mitch came back and did a job for us, removing both MS and also Virat, which was really important for us.
Time now for the man of the match. Pretty tough decision because, as Brendan said, Mitchell McClenaghan bowled particularly well. Virat Kohli's innings was outstanding, but joint decision. We gave it to Corey Anderson for another fantastic innings and also a couple of wickets with the ball. Corey, feeling pretty confident?
Yeah, it was nice to obviously come out and do that near the end. It was set up with a platform of obviously Ross and Kane, and yeah, it makes, I guess, my job a lot easier to go from there.
You struck the ball nicely, but up until the end, they got those Yorkers right, didn't they? It was pretty tough to get away right at the end of the innings.
Yeah, it was. Their death phase was incredible, to be fair. I don't think they missed very often at all. So, yeah, I guess that's something that we need to look at for the next game and see how we can come up with some different tactics.